Hey everybody, welcome back. Another G.I. Joe Journey video, and here you see my Terror Drome again. This is a piece I have been looking for a long time, but I needed to get it complete. As many of you are aware, it is very difficult to piece these out, but I lucked out and I found one complete. I've done a video on that, and I have a lot of figures in here, and many of these figures are original figures. That is, I've had these since childhood. They're figures that I got myself with my own money when I was able to, and I managed to hold on to many of them despite what happened with my previous collection. And you see I've got a lot going on in here. I've got a bunch of Techno Vipers. I've got like 4 Techno Vipers in there. I've got a half a dozen Vipers. I have majority key characters. You see Crocmaster, you see Cobra Commander, you see the Crimson Twins, Dr. Mindbender, and then down at the base I've got a bunch of bats. I've got like 8 bats there, and they are minty fresh because I didn't really play with them. I kind of displayed them when I was a kid, so they're still really in excellent condition. But I don't have any Televipers until now. At the last Joe Fest, a friend helped hook me up with a few figures that I was missing, including a couple of Televipers, which I'm going to be adding in here today, and they are complete. Here we go, if I can get them in focus, because now it wants to look at the background. There we go. Complete Televiper with his equipment. I don't have file cards, but that's okay. I love the expression with the gritting teeth, like he's in pain, like he's holding on, trying to wait for the bathroom. And he hooked me up with 2 Televipers here, and they're in really great shape. Joints are nice and tight. They have all of their equipment, and I'm really happy about that. And I'm going to be adding them in to the Terror Drome. I'll find a spot for them. Probably they should be sitting in one of the panels, so I can give some of these more command-oriented characters like Major Blood. Major Blood is a lot more useful somewhere else. He doesn't need to be sitting at the control panel all day. Is Major Blood out of focus now? Of course he is. There we go. Hey Major, how you doing? I always disliked as a kid that this arm doesn't bend at the elbow. Everyone else's did. So Major Blood can go stand somewhere else, and then we'll take our Televiper. If I can get him back in there again. There we go. Hi, how you doing? And we'll put him where Major Blood was, because he should be in one of the seats. And then we'll swap out the other Televiper. Come on now, there we are. Camera's acting up today. Again, really tight joints, nice paint. You can see the Cobra emblem is still on the sleeves. The visors aren't all rubbed off. Really nice condition. And we'll put him in one of the other seats. Maybe Crocmaster doesn't want to be sitting at that panel either. He's got better things to do. Crocmaster is always a really popular character. Never saw him on the show. And we'll just stand him up over there for now and set the other Televiper right here. His hose is getting in the way. Figure it out. Okay, that'll do for now. And we'll get it sorted out later on. So now everybody's in there. The Terror Drome, 2 Cobra Commanders, they can argue with each other. Firefly will sort it out. So there's a lot going on in there. There's Big Boa. And then down here, again, a couple of alley vipers, and then a bunch of bats. And then the dreadnoughts are actually inside. They're coming out back there, you see. But yeah, big grail of mine was the Drome, and it's great that I'm able to add a couple of televipers. Now, in addition to that, Brett also helped me to find Backstop. Now, who's Backstop? Well, this is Backstop. Backstop is in the Persuader. And Persuader is a vehicle I just recently reacquired. It was produced in 1987 originally. I think it ran from 87 to 89. One thing I like about it is that it has actual wheels. There's actual wheels under there, as opposed to like the fake treads with the little tiny snap-in wheels underneath. You know, one of those shortcuts that Hasbro would take with the G.I. Joe vehicles. This has actual wheels. And it's a laser cannon, by the way. It's not a traditional cannon, but a laser cannon. And then Backstop here is the figure that came with it. And there he is. He's got like this big hunting pistol, this big like 44 Magnum looking pistol there, that I've got him holding it the wrong way, but you know. And again, this is another one that is nice and tight, super tight joints, good clean paint applications. He had his gun and his helmet, which is great, because you know, these little accessories, if he had no, you can find a lot of times, unless it's a really rare figure, you can find the figures loose for cheap, but finding these accessories, if I had him without the helmet and the gun, it'd cost a fortune to track it down. It really would. So now I have Backstop to go with my Persuader vehicle, so that is complete. That is complete. It's complete enough. If I can find a file card, that'd be great. If not, I can live with it. He's Canadian, by the way. I think if you're following American canon, or if you go by the American figures, he's the only Canadian member of G.I. Joe. So a little trivia there for you. So that's what we're adding. That's what we're adding. And again, that came from the Joe Fest that passed just recently. And Joe Fest is actually really good for finding ARAH era stuff. If you wanted more older stuff, like that kind of stuff, Joe Lanta is more your speed. Because I know there's Joe Lanta and Joe Fest in Georgia, and we go to both. We typically go to both shows, but you'll find more of this kind of stuff at Joe Lanta, and then you'll find this more so at Joe Fest, in case anyone was ever wondering. So thoughts? Any thoughts about that? Do you have these figures? Are you into ARAH? I guess if you're watching this video, you probably are. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section down below. And if that's it, then what more can I say but thanks for watching. And we will see you again soon.